Assalamualaikum. My name is Amira Farhana binti Abdul Aziz.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ashraf Islam binti Muslim.
Today we will be presenting about Pandan Gula Melaka cake. So first of all, let's take a look at the history of Pandan Gula Melaka cake. It was a mixture of European technique of making cakes and local ingredients. So the European technique of making cakes were brought into our region during the European colonization. And local ingredient is the ingredient that can be found in our mainland, such as pandan leaf. Okay, so our Pandan Gula Melaka cake is originated from Southeast Asia. So what is the speciality of our Pandan Gula Melaka cake? First of all, it uses pandan leaf as its main ingredient. Pandan leaf has been used in many cuisine in Southeast Asia as a flavoring. Okay, why pandan leaf? We use pandan leaf because it has a vanilla-like and milky flavor, and it also has a very pleasant aroma, which make it distinct from other dessert. Next, second specialty is palm sugar. Palm sugar has a toffee-like flavor that is a great combination with pandan leaf. Next, the brown color from palm sugar will enhance the palatability of the cake itself.
Next, I will introduce to you guys the principal ingredient used in making this delicious Pandan Gula Melaka cake. Firstly, the most important one is the flour. The flour is used to provide the structure, the texture, and the flavor of the cake. It provides starch gelatinization and protein coagulation. Next is salted pure butter. Butter is used as fat that contribute to volume, tenderness, moisture, and flavor. When butter is added in the mixture of the cake, it will cause the protein and starches, resulting more delicate crumbs. Other than that, it also prevents adherence of water, resulting less gluten and more moisture. If you wish to use the unsalted pure butter, you can use it, but with the right amount of the salt, not too much or too little. Next is castor sugar. It is used as sweetener and increase the volume of the cake. It also has light texture and ability to dissolve easily than ordinary granulated sugar. Next, we have eggs. Eggs are used to strengthen the structure and also as leavening agent for the cake. Egg also can become emulsifier as well as contributing in the color and the flavor of the cake. Baking powder is used as leavening agent to make the mixture airy and light. It also makes the cake look fluffy. The coconut milk is used to add the flavor and the moisture to the cake. Its specialty is to add the richness of the coconut flavor to the cake. Full cream milk is used to hydrate the dry ingredients and provide the steam for leavening and medium for baking powder to react. Water is also important to hydrate the flour, gelatinise the starch, help gluten formation, steam production, and allow baking powder to react. It is used to dissolve and blend the other ingredients. But the most important function of the water is to control the fluidity of the cake. With too much or too little, it is not good. The last four ingredients used are pandan essence, which is used as the flavoring agent and gives the pandan flavor. Next is white egg, which is used with the castor sugar to make meringue. The whipping cream is used for the making of a whipped topping for the cake. And last but not least is the palm sugar. The palm sugar acts as the sweetener and gives distinctly caramel-like maple flavor that is different from the white sugar.
So we continue to the part of preparation techniques of our recipe. There are two preparations for our recipe. First, for our base, we use conventional method, and the second, for our topping, we serve Swiss meringue buttercream. The first step is we use creaming method, which is used to mix the sugar and the butter. We work the fat until light and foamy. So this technique incorporates air while suspending the sugar crystals and air bubbles in fat. After that, the fat melts during baking session and creates air cells that migrate towards the liquid to produce fine grain texture. The second step is we incorporate egg into the liquid by adding the egg one at a time. For the third step, the dry ingredients such as flour, baking powder, and self-raising flour are sifted to distribute leavening agent evenly. After that, it is divided to the 3 or 5 portions, and each portion are added alternately into the liquid. After we added the portion alternately, we need to stir or beat until it mixes well, and we must make sure that this third step begins and ends with dry ingredient. There's a tips for you guys. If you guys do not have any self-raising flour in your home, of course you guys can go to the shop to buy it, but I think it's more convenient and more cost saving if you guys can make your own self-raising flour. So the first ingredient is 1 cup of all-purpose flour of any brand such as Cap Sour, Cap Rose, and any kind of brand that you guys use. And the second is the 1.5 teaspoon baking powder, and the last one is half teaspoon salt. And then if you guys have all the ingredients, you guys need to mix them and sift them, and after that you guys can directly use for your baking session, or you guys can store in dry storage. After we mix the dry ingredients and the liquid, the mixture is poured into the shiny metal pans that reflect heat in order to produce light browning and soft crust. And after that, the mixture is baked for 150 degrees Celsius for 35 until 40 minutes. After that, it is time to test the doneness of the cake. So there are 3 ways to make sure the cake is done. First, it is wrinkles at the edge when it's near to done. And second, we can use the conventional method, which is we insert the cake tester or skewer to the center, and the cake is done when the skewer is clean and no butter around it. And the last one, we can touch the top center of the cake and it spring backs that indicates the cake is done. So the first step is we mix the sugar and the egg whites in the stainless steel bowl using hand mix. Do not use blender because it will produce the coarse texture. So the second step is we need to use double boil method until the sugar is melted. The precaution is during this step we need to make sure that the egg white is not become solid. So for the third step, we need to beat the mixture until it gets soft peaks, and we need to cool down the mixture. So this step can increase the volume during the baking process. After we cool down the mixture, we need to beat the mixture with the butter until it produces smooth texture and there are no air bubbles. After we mix with the butter, we pour the UHT whipping cream into the liquid and we beat them until it produces creamy texture. In the different bowl, we need to beat the fresh cream, and after we doing that, we mix together with the mixture and until it produces creamy texture. The last ingredient that we need to mix together is the coconut milk and gula melaka. After we mix together all the ingredients for our toppings, we need to wait until the cake is cooled down enough before we go into piping.
Now, the menu of this Pandan Gula Melaka cake. From the menu of the base of the Pandan Gula Melaka cake, it is divided into three, which are ingredient A, ingredient B, and ingredient C. Ingredient A and B is the dry ingredients, while ingredient C is the wet or liquid ingredients. For the topping, we use Swiss meringue buttercream recipe, and this is the recipe of this topping. Last but not least, the interesting part of food, which is the nutritional value. For Pandan Gula Melaka cake, the total servings are 6. So after it has been calculated, amount of calories per serving is 1067 calories. And this is the following information about the nutritional value. The micronutrients are fat, cholesterol, carbohydrates, and protein. The minerals are sodium, calcium, iron, and potassium. And vitamin D is the vitamin in this Pandan Gula Melaka cake.